One of the players we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on is Julia Schmaltz. She is a goal-scoring machine, one of the taller women in the division, listed at 5'11". She's going to be finding the end zone or attempting to do so all game.
Yeah, she has scored goals at will throughout the weekend. We've got
with another unforced turnover for Kali, giving Melee a short field.
Esparza to the end zone, caught. This time Schmaltz takes care of business.
But Schmaltz, with that imposing presence and physicality in the air, able to come down with that one.
You know they want to look for her. Megan Ives defending. Off the deflection, it's going to find Schmaltz, and it's going to count. The exhausted Texan, Julia Schmaltz, with the upwind hold for Melee. Schmaltz with her second strike.
24 mixed coaching staff.
Through the contact, Schmaltz perseveres and bullies it through. Shirulu from Schmaltz. Turnover-free hold for Texas. Melee remains up by a break.
Great to see Schmaltz survive that contact.
Schmaltz denies the underneath.
A nice run-through block there. You saw Katiana Hutchinson start to slow up as soon as the disc went up.
Schmaltz inbounds. Delayed signal from the
bookends here from Julia Schmaltz. She gets the run-through block and then toes the line after going deep. Great concentration.
They didn't fire that up for Schmaltz. She's in the end zone with a grin on her face. Now they launch for her. Esparza's throw is perfect, and Texas takes half. Biding their time. Melee up 2 breaks in intermission.
If we could go back to that first time.
And then her game face back on. Transform this deficit into a lead.
They got to do something to slow down Esparza and Gerentser, and maybe even Schmaltz.
Wow, that was fast. The throw angled perfectly to the pylon, and Schmaltz kept it inbounds. 9-6.
What was that, a 2-throw possession? The swing to Shirulu.
Any better. Doesn't really know or understand the stakes of the situation. Just goes out there, doesn't know who any of the opposing players are, doesn't read any hype. And yet, Julia Schmaltz deserving of that hype.
That's 6 goals tonight for Julia, denying those upline cuts.
Kirsten Johnson, she's had a relatively quiet game. Could that be a huge turning point? Bennett, no, denied.
And Schmaltz is taking off. Is Shirulu?
Gerentser with a stall count rising, looking for who else? Julia Schmaltz. Wow.
As you see the wind pick that up just a tiny bit, Schmaltz battling, gets inside position on Ives. Do you think Hutchinson was just surprised to see it go up?
The other way. Schmaltz does it.
Travel called.
Travel.
Lets Lou get upline late in the stall count.
Gerentser to Schmaltz.
8 goals for Julia Schmaltz.
Automatic.
And you know what made that goal possible was Texas using the width of the field.
Back on track.
Great dump defense there from Bennett, making life difficult for Gerentser, unable to get that reset.
Lou floats it up. This will be a battle. Schmaltz in the area. She's got it! Are you kidding me?
You expected that to come down, but once again, Julia Schmaltz in triple coverage.
Impervious to any defender, it appeared. Melee, one of the great stories of the season in women's ultimate. Into their first final on the back of Julia Schmaltz. 10 goals.
Schmaltz caps off a dominant performance with her 10th goal of the game. And Melee avenging a South Central Regional final loss.
Unreal. She scored all of Texas's goals in the second half. 10 for the game. She had an assist too. We'll talk to her next. Julia, you are on TV. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
What were you thinking throughout that game, especially in the second half? You may not even realize it, but you caught every goal from your team in the second half.
No, I did not realize it. All we were thinking was play our game. I trust my handlers. You can see there's a tremendous amount of trust on this team. Shrew throwing those backhands, just putting it up, knowing I'll be there. And I'm trusting her to put it where I can get it, and she does.
Julia, I know this is your second season playing with Melee. When you started coming to Ultimate practice, did you ever imagine that you'd find yourself in a situation like this?
No, I didn't even know about Ultimate Frisbee. I certainly didn't know it was like this. But it's a fun sport, you know. I like to run, jump, catch things, so it works out.
Who have been your mentors that have helped bring you into this community, into this team, and into this championship game?
Yeah, so in Texas, we are maybe a little bit isolated, but the seniors on the team, Dre was my captain last year, so she taught me a lot. All the veterans on the team, we are very vet heavy. They have a wealth of information. And then we also have a club team in town that comes out, is willing to work with us at practices, scrimmage us. In particular, one very talented deep cutter named Sarah Levin. She's worked with me a lot, pushed me a lot. Just jump and catch, that's what it boils down to, though.
Very cool, and you got Dartmouth tomorrow. What's your memory from the game against them in the finals of Stanford Invite on March 5th?
Well, I've said to the team all season I'm only interested in winning one tournament this year. It's this one. So obviously, it was upsetting to lose that final, but I felt like we played a pretty good game. It didn't feel like we were pushing all the way. I am certainly excited for a rematch against Jacqueline. I think that I've got more in me than I had in that game, so I'm excited to see it tomorrow.
Julia Schmaltz, it was a really fun performance to watch. Get some rest, and we look forward to seeing you out there tomorrow.
I will, thank you.
Congratulations to Julia Schmaltz and Texas.